Stones, weeds, and seeds. Why good instruction sometimes can't take root. Academic growth, like all farming, starts with soil. When learning stalls in college, the problem is often not the seed, the farmer, or the weather. It's what's already in the ground. We are still in the first season of our mission to cultivate academic success from the start of the academic year. Check out this following quote from a professor at Denison University in Granville, Ohio. Check out how it conveys the impact of having good soil. We now have better discourse with our students and each other. We are doing less reteaching and students are doing better on assessments. I'll share some fascinating video clips from Denison's faculty and students in the next segment when we explore good soil. But for now, I want to introduce you to two research-based conditions that create bad soil for students. First, you have stones in the soil. These are faulty epistemic views about learning. Second, there are weeds in the soil. These are errant pedagogical beliefs about teaching. Until educators, learning assistants, professionals, and peers can see these obstacles clearly, they'll keep treating the symptoms instead of the causes. Let's focus on the stones in the soil. These are the faulty epistemic views about learning. When students arrive at college, they bring more than notebooks and laptops. They bring an implicit theory of knowledge, usually unexamined, about what learning is and how it works. These hidden viewpoints fall under a research construct called epistemology. In How to Successfully Transition Students into College from Traps to Triumph, I illustrate how students' faulty epistemic views about what learning looks, sounds, and feels like plunges them into academic traps before they even begin classes. Faulty epistemic views prevent students from extracting the proper information from classes and from interacting properly throughout a course. For example, my book separates students' epistemic views into two categories, surface and deep. Students are either engaged in memorizing instead of meaning making, copying instead of constructing, retrieving instead of transforming. If you work in a learning center, you have a prime opportunity to determine which epistemic view students are operating on, and you should have tools and frameworks to shift students' epistemic views. If you teach, you can certainly incorporate tools and frameworks into your instruction to shift students' views. And if you're a parent, then you can shape your students' epistemic views throughout their lives. Here's the bottom line. When students see academic work through faulty epistemic lenses, they may work hard, they may look engaged, but their capacity for deep learning will be limited, and they will be stuck with superficial knowledge. So you may have heard sticks and stones may break bones, but stones in the soil can do far worse. They can limit students' learning, cap their performance, and prevent us from achieving enrollment health. In the next video, I will illustrate how faulty epistemic views grow into errant pedagogical beliefs and how those beliefs endanger faculty-student relationships. So if you ever wanted to know a research reason why faculty and students seem to not see eye to eye, or why they can't get along, or why those end-of-course evaluations tend to skew negative, then you'll definitely want to stay around for our next lesson where we get into errant pedagogical beliefs.